All right, so we all know that protein is really important for helping us to build and retain muscle, drop body fat, and help us recover from our workouts. But it also does things like help support our immune system and helps us synthesize hormones. So the question then becomes, how much protein do we actually need to get? And how do we get enough protein? So general rule of thumb is you want to shoot for a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to shoot for 150 grams of protein. And for a lot of people who haven't necessarily been tracking their nutrition or have a good understanding of what they've been doing, it can seem a little bit overwhelming because kind of lost as to how much protein you need to get every day. So I wanted to do this video to give you an idea of what kind of foods you're going to be eating and how much protein there's going to be in these foods and kind of what the serving sizes look like. All right, so right here we got 6 ounces of grass-fed ribeye steak. And per 6 ounces of steak, you're gonna get about 30 to 35 grams of protein. And the range, it's gonna vary based on kind of the fat content of the meat. All right, so this is kind of what 6 ounces of steak looks like. So just for comparison, my hand's here, so looks like about the size of the palm of my hand. All right, so next we've got 6 ounces of organic chicken breast. So again, 6 ounces, about 35 grams of protein here. And just to give you reference, again, I'm just gonna put my hand here for comparison. Again, it's about the size of the palm of my hand. Next, we got 6 ounces of salmon. It's about the same as chicken, about 35 grams. And again, put my hand here for comparison, about the size of my palm. Over here, we've got some grass-fed ground beef, and I formed it into hamburger patties because a lot of times you're gonna be using ground beef to make burgers. So this is a 1/4 pound of ground beef here, about 4 ounces. This is 20 grams of protein, and put another patty here, another 1/4 pound patty here, because why would you just eat one patty? So 8 ounces here, about 40 grams of protein. All right, so next we're gonna move on from the meats. So here's another good source of protein, cottage cheese. All right, so a cup of cottage cheese, you're getting about 24 grams of protein. Canned tuna, any canned tuna and water will do, 20 grams of protein right here. Greek yogurt, I prefer Dannon Oikos, 15 grams of protein in this, no sugar or anything like that. So this ranges from about 12 to 15 grams of protein. The Oikos is about 15 grams right here. And finally, we got eggs. So depending on the size of the egg, it's gonna range from about 6 to 8 grams. So 6 might be a large, 8 is a jumbo. So I got four jumbo eggs in here. So this is probably about 32 grams of protein here. All right, so if you notice when I was talking about the meats here, I was kind of using my palm as a comparison. So that's something that you can use to kind of ballpark your portion sizes. So in general, if you take a look at the palm of your hand, so the circumference and the width of your palm, that is going to represent the size of a protein portion at one of your meals. So you want to be shooting to get 1 to 2 servings of protein at each meal, and just use your hand as kind of a guide to determine kind of what the portion size should be. So again, palm of protein is about 30 grams. So I get 2 of these at each meal. I'm getting 50 to 60 grams or so. All right, so let's go back to that example that we had at the beginning. So remember, we're talking about a 150-pound person who needs to hit 150 grams of protein. So let's just go through a typical day of eating in order to hit that 150 grams. So let's say for breakfast, this person is gonna have maybe 4 jumbo eggs. So again, 4 jumbo eggs, 8 grams per egg, we're getting about 32 grams there. All right, and so let's say for lunch, that person is gonna have 6 ounces of grilled chicken breast with maybe a salad or something. So that's 6 ounces of protein, 6 ounces of chicken breast, we're getting about 35 grams of protein there. All right, so maybe you work out in the afternoon, afterwards you have a protein shake, maybe hit 25 grams of protein there from your shake. So let's say for dinner, you're a little bit hungry, want to have a steak, a little bit bigger of a portion. So we're just going to increase the portion size by a couple ounces here. So 8 ounces of steak, now we're getting between 40, 48 grams. So let's just average it out, say maybe we're hitting 45 grams there. All right, and finally, after dinner, you might want something a little sweet, so you can grab a Greek yogurt or something, hit another 15 grams here. So in total, we're right over that 150 grams. About 100, based on those numbers, it's about 152 grams. So as you can see, it's not that hard to get the protein that you're gonna need to hit during the day. So a couple things you're gonna need to do is just kind of manage the portion sizes. So of course, for a bigger person, you're gonna need to kind of increase the size of your protein portions. Another thing that you're likely gonna have to do, you're gonna have to supplement with protein powder. So scoop of protein powder, typically it's gonna be between 20 and 30 grams per scoop. So that's a really easy way to supplement and increase those numbers so that you can hit your daily goals. All right, I hope you guys found this helpful. And if you're interested in dropping some body fat and putting on some muscle, I'm running an 8-week program for dedicated men and women who are in their late 30s to their 40s who want to regain their vitality and fight the aging process. And so if you're interested, shoot me a message or just comment, tell me more below. All right, thanks guys.